Oh, no, I'm doing the first two of the new season. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Well, by the time I come back from here, pretty much most of it will be shot. So there's not much left of the season for me to do. So yeah, no, it's great. I've done a run of 5 episodes, 3 stories. Nobody's ever done that before.
Well, you
I'm
also
pleased.
did. I mean, I watched The Big Bang again. How do you find the balance with a show like Doctor Who between the emotional heft, like Rory waiting 2,000 years for Amy, combined with some of the craziest time travel stuff that I've seen
Yeah.
in a recent Doctor Who?
Isn't it great?
How do you try to balance?
Well, no, I think you need that because you can do all the kind of imaginative, crazy sort of action adventure stuff, but without the heart of it, without feeling like these relationships are true, then it's meaningless. And also, it's sort of Stephen really gives the opportunity, as the writer of it, he really gives you the opportunity to do that. He's asking for the truth there. He loves to do something that's emotional, and he's not afraid of that kind of stuff. And I find that if I've got a little bit of an opportunity there to show something truthful in a relationship or something that's human that we can connect with, that I can connect with, then I find that it enriches the sort of fantasy around it.
You can hang the sci-fi on it after.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hanging anything on it. I love the sci-fi. It's sort of, I can't wait to get back into the next action sequence, or do the next monster attacking. But I just know that it's going to feel that much more fulfilling to watch, that much more sort of satisfying if we care about those characters and if we can connect to them. And also they're fantastic actors, so they can deliver the range. They're doing, Karen can run around and scream with the best of them. She's one of the best assistants we've ever had. And yet she can also do this wonderful sort of emotion stuff, which is all about, her lover, her husband, and this sort of battle between that and the greatest friend that she's ever had, who's so, who's attractive. I mean, this is a woman torn.
One more question.
Sure.
First time filming in the U.S. for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Why did you guys pick Utah specifically, and how did it go? Any crazy American stories when they assaulted you? Did they say, I don't understand your funny accents?
Yeah, obviously I'm from Australia. Utah was, I was involved in the choosing of Utah, mainly because we knew that we wanted to do this sort of scene that was an exterior scene where they're hitchhiking, and I needed to say America, like when you go to Paris, France, and you show one shot of the Eiffel Tower, you know exactly where you are, you know what's going on, so we knew it couldn't be a city, because otherwise we'd do New York, or, you recognize that LA sort of strip thing. Everybody knows that around the world. So I needed something topographically that was going to say America like nothing else. Because usually, if you say you're going to America, you shoot it in Spain, like the desert, or Morocco, or whatever, somewhere that Europe can kind of stand in for America. We need to say, we didn't cheat, we went there, we did it for real, and there's only one place in America that says America like Monument Valley does, and you just show that vista, you know exactly where you are, you know the tone of it, and also it's John Ford, my God, and I was just kind of getting that one in, I'm going to John Ford land, this is amazing, and I loved it, yeah. Yeah. Well, the wonderful thing about it is I got to do it my way. I've watched Doctor Who for a long time. I've known it as a kid, and I've known the new series, which I've liked, but I didn't love directorially as much as I thought I would. There was elements of it. I think there's some great work there, but I knew that I wanted to do things that weren't being done before. I really wanted to take the action seriously. I wanted to take the lighting seriously, and I just felt that there was a different approach to the kind of look of the show. And that was one of the things that I, was a deal breaker for me coming into it. Was I going to have control about the way it looked? Could I bring my own people on board? And I brought my best friend and DOP, Stefan Pearson, who lit the show, and I think he does a fantastic job of lighting it. And I think it looks different to how it's ever looked. And I think in a way, it's sort of, that has now influenced the whole of the new series. And I think Doctor Who is going to get better and better with new directors coming in and following that. And we've got the kit there. We had the kit, we had the scope to make this feel cinematic, and there was no reason why it shouldn't look that good. And we just used it. We were so excited about it,
Basically, you talked about tone, the shift in tone, and adding more depth to it. How does this compare to when you were working on MI High? It's a different shift.
MI High? Well, MI High was great because I don't suppose there's many things that you can do that gives you a go at doing action adventure filmmaking, albeit on a small scale. I mean, we were doing a spy show about kids in a school, so we're within a school, but you can effectively do an action sequence. I'm ripping off from Raiders of the Lost Ark and things like that, sort of cutting my teeth on effects, and you're doing a small amount of stunts, small amount of effects, you know, and bringing those things together. That was really great. And then, so when I came to do Doctor Who, MI High was my smorgasbord of that kind of stuff, was like my sort of test bed. And I was able to instantly, so I was sitting around the table when I first did the meeting, and we were talking about animating this sort of hand, like it was a cyber hand, and Pandora opens about it doing plus. We didn't do it in the end, but and they were saying, oh, obviously we're going to have to cut that because we can't get a hand moving. And I said, well, last time I did a sort of a hand running around in a scene, you know, we did it this way, and you know, there was sort of quiet around the room. You know, it's sort of, I think people underestimate what that show had to offer as for experience for it, and so. But what MI High lacked was sort of, you know, was heart and sort of soul and sort of great sort of material, and, you know, and also sort of great actors, experienced actors, and so that's what Doctor Who was, a great combination of fantastically experienced and talented actors, amazing source material, and the chance to work with big level effects, big level stunts, and do the kind of adventure stuff that I love. You know, I'm basically ripping off Raiders of the Lost Ark in my working life. You know, I couldn't be happier. You know?
Worst things you can steal.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm very happy with this.
You showed the series premiere of the UK one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I haven't, but I've got some friends over here, and they've been watching it, and they're saying it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'm looking forward to catching. I'm going to LA, and I'm hopefully going to catch up with the guys.
It's good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But I know you guys do genre in a way that, you know, we're sort of tentative about the way we do genre, and so I'm looking forward to it because I think, you know, I've got bigger. Yeah. Well, you don't just embrace it, you celebrate it. That's what I love about it. You know, that's what's different about here. It's fucking great. Oh, sorry, it's excellent. I shouldn't swear.